Hi, I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. One of my favorite times of year is Christmas time. Not only is it my favorite time, but my family loves it too. Not just because of the gifts and all that, but because of the fabulous food that we all get to eat. This is my recipe for brown sugar glazed Christmas ham. Most of the hams you'll find today in the supermarket are pre-cooked and fully cooked. They're also spiral cut for you. This one is not spiral cut because one of the things we really love to do is actually carve our own ham at the table. But the first thing is we're going to take our knife and we're going to score about 1-inch diameter triangles on the fatty part or the top part of your ham. And you're not going to go all the way deep in. You're just going to score it lightly, probably about 1/4 of an inch with your knife, and just run going across this way. And then I'm going to go across the other way. What that's going to do is when your ham is in the oven and it has its glaze on it, it's going to make it look really pretty, and it's just going to add just a little bit more of a decorative touch to it. The next thing is these are cloves, and I'm going to take them and put them all throughout the ham. Not only does it add flavor, it's that beautiful decorative touch that's on your ham to make it look festive and pretty on the table. The rule of thumb with a ham when you're cooking it is 14 to 16 minutes per pound on 325. We're gonna go ahead and put our thermometer all the way down into the center. While our ham is cooking away in the oven, we're gonna get started on the glaze now. I have about 4 teaspoons of apple juice. You could use apple cider, you could use apple cider vinegar even if you wanted to. I'm just using good old apple juice. And I also have about 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, and this is just plain old maple syrup that you would pour on top of your pancakes, and 1 cup of dark brown sugar. So this is what's going to make that real like molassesy looking glaze on top of the ham. And the next thing I'm going to add is just a little pinch of ginger, just a smidge. And I think it just adds a little bit of that little zip or zing to it that tastes real good. And we're gonna cook this down and just let it come to a boil and let everything dissolve. You want it to really incorporate together and get those sugars melted and all combined together. That'll make that wonderful glaze. So we're just gonna cook this down for about 15 minutes on about medium heat. So my ham's been cooking in the oven for about 20-25 minutes, and my glaze is looking absolutely just delicious and perfect and all that a glaze should be. And I'm going to take it now and I'm going to just brush it on the outside of the ham. And you know, you can already see the scores that I've cut inside of there. They've already kind of separated, and those layers of fat, they're kind of just getting into the ham meat itself, and I could eat it just like this, but this is what's gonna make it even better. If you wanted to add some fresh pineapple or even canned pineapple, you could. If you wanted to put some cherries on there, you could. You could add just about anything you wanted to on here. I'm just happen to be doing this brown sugar and maple glazed one because that's my favorite recipe. Now that we've got this ham glazed, we're gonna put it back in the oven and let it cook for probably, it's got about another 1.5 hours to go inside the oven. So my ham is out of the oven, and I really have to say, just looking at it, just smelling it, I really wish that the holidays came around more than once a year, because this brown sugar glazed holiday ham is absolutely spectacular, and your guests will be impressed, and not only will they be impressed, they will love the taste. I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle. Thank you so much for watching my video on brown sugar glazed holiday ham.